everyone, and welcome into Orchard Lake St. Mary's Prep High School in Orchard Lake, Michigan. And for tonight's UPSL matchup, as the Nationals play host to Alianza FC, live right here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Besk, my name's Jonathan Turner, bringing you all the action this Wednesday evening. Alianza FC comes into this game sitting in fourth place with a 3-0-3 record, losing their last time out against the Detroit United. First place 2-0 this past Friday night. The Nationals coming into tonight's match winless since their first game of the season played back here on the 20th of April, having dropped 3 of their last 5 games and struggling to find goals, as they only have 2 goals thus far on the season. Steve, what do the Nationals have to do tonight to find their winning ways?
Well, I think we talked about this many times this season, but it's to really get into the attack, put shots on frame, create chances, and no letdown. It's got to be a consistent attack, and they've got to collectively be better defensively if they want to try to get those 3 points tonight.
No question about that. The Nationals coming in currently sitting in 8th place this season with a 1-2-3 overall record. Again, 2 goals for, 9 goals against, a -7 goal against average. Alianza FC comes in currently sitting in 4th place, as I mentioned, with that 3-0-3 record. 13 goals for, 12 against, currently sit +1. And as you look at the standings here on the screen, that top 6, they're the ones that make it to the playoffs. And anyone below that line here in the next couple of weeks will not make it possibly. So we'll keep an eye on that. As you can see, the Nationals in that 8th spot, AIM currently sitting in that 7th place spot. So only 3 points right now separate our 8th place and our 5th place on this chart. So we're going to step aside here. A lot of action coming up. We'll come with the starting lineups, talk about how this match looks. We'll get our international walk-on. So much more here on the other side of the break. You're watching live soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network. Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Hey moms and dads, are you looking for a program to keep your toddler active this winter? Kickstart Toddler Soccer is the perfect cure for the winter blues. And now you can find us at the amazing Legacy 925 Center, located in the heart of Oxford, Michigan. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. G-Brand USA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Welcome back into Orchard Lake St. Mary's Prep High School in Orchard Lake, Michigan for tonight's UPSL matchup. Nationals play host to Alianza FC. Join my broadcast partner Steve Besk, Jonathan Turner here on the call tonight with all of the action. And just before, the break, we talked about the standings, Steve, and talked about where these teams are at. Let's talk about what happened here this past week around the league. Back on the Friday, Cedars FC won over Shabib Al-Yamen 2-1. The Nationals fell to Hamtramck City 2-0. Detroit United won over Alianza FC 2-0 at the Corner Ballpark. FK Olympic lost to Shabib Al-Yamen back on Saturday. And then on Sunday, Inter Detroit and City United played to a draw. And then just last night, AIM defeated Inter Detroit 2-0, and that put them and moved them up in the standings and moved Inter Detroit down. So a lot of moving parts right now in the league. We're in the business end of this thing, Steve, and as we're getting into the last couple of games here of this spring season, this is the time now where the Nationals need to step in.
Yeah, a lot of movement here within the table, and still a lot of movement still possible for both sides. Alianza had got off to a really good start. Nationals, after the first game, thought maybe we were off to a good start. Have been struggling as of late, but still plenty of time to turn it around. And I think both teams are going to come out tonight and use this opportunity to really try to turn the tide of their season and use this as an inflection point and something they can build off of.
Yeah, no question about that. As now we are seeing the international walk-on here as both these teams coming out from the depths of Orchard Lake St. Mary's Monsignor Molesky Field. So as soon as the international walk-on happens, they'll announce the starting lineups here for both these squads. And Steve, why don't we go ahead and do that now? Who's starting here for Alianza FC?
Starting in goal is Jose Jimenez. Also starting is Alan Meja, Pablo Estrada, Antonio Aguirre, Ramoni Moses, Elder Villatoro, Harib Caceres, Eric Fugon, Diego Almendares, Cesar Delgado, and Miguel Santos Guzman.
As we're going to step aside here for the national anthem.
Kickstart Toddler Soccer is a developmental program that helps turn timid toddlers into confident athletes. It starts here, where our youngest players are learning how to move and control their bodies. At these ages, mom and dad will work on the field with their little one. The curriculum focuses on balance, coordination, following directions, and parallel play. It's okay if it starts off with tears or some hesitation. They're just figuring out their new environment. As they progress through the program, our older age groups will start to learn the basic skills and fundamentals of the game, slowly gaining confidence with the ball at their feet. We are taking registrations right now. With 6 Metro Detroit locations, you can be sure to find one near you. Come join us next session and see what the fun is all about. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
Stay standing for a moment of silence for the tragedy that just happened the other night in Texas. Thank you.
In light of yesterday's senseless tragedy of school shooting at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas, the Nationals and Alianza FC just observed a moment of silence for the 19 children and 2 teachers who lost their lives. We honor their memories and grieve alongside the families and community of Uvalde, Texas. We'll be right back. Welcome back here into Orchard Lake St. Mary's Prep High School, Orchard Lake, Michigan, for tonight's UPSL matchup. Just had the national anthem and moment of silence for the senseless tragedy last night or yesterday afternoon in Uvalde, Texas, as we were about to get things underway here. Right before the break and the national anthem, we were going to announce the Nationals starting 11. So, Steve, let's go ahead and get into that.
Yeah, here starting for the Nationals in goal, number 99, Xander Heisch. Starting in the back, Cameron Cryer, Mike Schwartz, Xavier Chow, and Bathy Boye. In the midfield, Andrew Schwartz, Octavio Toluso, Carson Hodgson, Alex Demereau, and Gavin Bourdon. And the striker tonight is Alex Steinwasser.
Both these teams here are looking to find their winning ways. Alianza currently sitting in that 4th place, as we talked about, Steve, here earlier. The Nationals currently sitting in 8th place, but not too far off. If they could get a win here tonight, they could get themselves back in the hunt here and stay in that top 6. They have the pieces to get it done. The Nationals tonight will be in blue with red and white, red socks and shorts going right to left on your screen, while Alianza will be in all white with the black shorts going left to right on your screen.
Yeah, an opportunity tonight for both teams to try to get those 3 points, turn the season around.
And we are officially underway here on Monsignor Molesky Field on the campus of Orchard Lake St. Mary's Prep High School here, Orchard Lake, Michigan.
Just glad that neither team's wearing red tonight, John. We don't have a red-on-red field action tonight.
That's right. No question. You know, we talked about this a bit in the pregame, and you know, the Nationals need to find a player right now that can really take this game to a whole new level. As Demereau will, on that far side, collect this. So Demereau's been a bright spot for the Nationals this season. A workhorse, a lot of added energy. He created some opportunities throughout this first half of the spring season. And Rick Larson has a lot of good things to say about him. Nice job. But, you know, so far, there has not been a dominant force. And we talk about some other teams like Detroit United, who they have. They got Brashear. Oh, the great ball there for Demereau. If he would have just brought that down.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure he recognized how much space he had to turn there to go in on goal.
There's Cameron Cryer now, number 21. There's Toluso looking to play a ball in there over the top. Out comes the goalkeeper, Jose Jimenez, and a good opportunity there. I believe that's Bourdon. It was.
Good work there from Jimenez off his line, as we'll see here. A beautifully clipped in ball. But Jimenez comes out, makes himself big, and right there just puts the attacker under a lot of pressure just by coming out off his line, making himself big and jumping. Doesn't need to get a touch, but forces the quick shot and goes out for a goal kick.
One of those situations where we've already seen just in these first couple minutes of this game, you know, we're talking 2 minutes in right now, and there have been 2 good opportunities thus far here, you know, for the Nationals. And again, it's been the theme, but execution. Can this be the game for them tonight to come out of that shell and find something on the offense? Because we can talk about opportunities all day long, Steve, but they don't result in balls in the back of the net. It means nothing.
Oh, absolutely, and I think Coach Larson would love to see a breakout tonight, you know, a first half or even just a full game with maybe 2-3 goals. Even if they concede, you know, just if that's what it means for them to get on the board. Goals have been few and far to come by for them this season or so far. So I'm sure at any point would love a little bit of a breakout, even if that means maybe extending some of the lines and playing maybe a back and forth game with the team, a little high pace back and forth. But maybe that's what they need to just gain that confidence to know that, you know, goals can come if they continue to work hard and do the right things.
Alianza now going to maybe make an attempt here. Ball played back to Diego Armando Vasquez. Sarvaleski. And given away. Something we saw when the first time we saw Alianza play the first time over the corner ballpark. We noticed that they, you know, very physical.
Yeah, and it cost him in that game against Central Detroit where they were a little too physical, overly physical.
Boy plays on the top for Steinwasser. His first attempt, he goes down, and that's an easy penalty shot all day long.
Yeah, no, 100%. Steinwasser got position in behind the defender. Went in, received pressure right from the back, and goes down. Referee points to the spot, rightfully so, and we've got a penalty. Chance here for Nationals early on to go on the board early. As we'll see here, Steinwasser collects it. Beautiful ball in. Receives the pressure from the back, and
that's Pablo Aceda, who just
call it a push, call it a charge, call it whatever you like. He went right through the back of Steinwasser, and then that's a penalty. Just the start that we were talking about that Nationals might be looking for, right? An opportunity here to possibly get on the board early, break open maybe a game here, and see if they can convert here from the spot.
Toulouseau will take this. Jimenez on his line. Here comes the penalty shot, and it's saved. Rebound, saved again. My goodness gracious. Jimenez comes up with 2 big saves. My goodness, man.
Nationals can't buy a goal right now. You're talking about what a phenomenal save from Jose Jimenez. First to save the initial penalty, and then the reaction to save the rebound. Really, Toulouseau had all the time in the world. All he had to do was pass it to the other side of the net. Didn't have to get too cute with it, but puts it right on frame. Good on Jimenez to be aware, to get up, make that secondary save, and keep this game scoreless just 5 minutes into this game, John.
So far here in the first 5 minutes of this one.
I think that's our candidate for save of the week, huh, John? If there was any reason to start a new segment, that save right there from Jose Jimenez was it. Both saves. As we see again there, the initial and then the reaction save to get off his back and make that second save.
But then to hold on to it, too.
Oh, absolutely. No, you're right. And he didn't just parry it away. He was able to control it and hold on to it. What a phenomenal save from Jose Jimenez.
Yeah, no question is now Alianza will look to press. Oh, that's a foul there, but no, referee says no. That was Xavier Shaw out to Bath on the far side.
That's the old New Brunswick backhand.
Oh, good ball here. The Hodgson, and it's going to go away out for a goal kick, but a good look. So far, end-to-end action here in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Nationals, I think we've had this conversation before, but like the start you wanted, right? Creating opportunities and over the top. Win yourself a penalty. Okay, it's saved, but you get the rebound, and they failed to score on both those opportunities there. Still plenty of game left, so hopefully they won't rue the chances there. But the start you definitely want to see if you're Rick Larson and the coach of the Nationals. If you're Alianza, playing a little bit off your back foot and want to try to get going and try to turn this tide around here.
Ball played into Fugan. And Demro will step in, put the ball up over for Steinwasser. In comes Usato, and let's screen that one out. Smart play from him. This time he did not tackle Steinwasser in the penalty box. That's how you defend.
Well, John, we're not short of any fireworks tonight. May not have been in the form of a goal, but as a former goalkeeper and yourself as well, to be honest, nothing compares to making a double save on a penalty kick just 5 minutes into a match.
No, I would say not.
I mean, Alianza knew that it wasn't. There was no complaints about the penalty call, right? Like they knew they had conceded a penalty. It was okay. Hey, we may have given up one, and then your goalkeeper bails you out twice, and new life.
Yeah, new life. I mean, just think about it because he had so much goal to put that ball back into. Yeah. And we talked about this a little bit too. Is that there's good goalkeeping, and then there's something called where you make a goalkeeper look really good. And not saying that in that moment Jimenez didn't earn the first save. He earned the second one too, but Toulouseau did not finish that way the way he should have.
No, absolutely.
And he gifted that one to Jimenez, which. Again, it's not being in the right place at the right time, being able to collect that and keep it in your possession like he did. It's good goalkeeping. And,
phenomenally job. I mean, Jimenez did a great job to even after that first save to even have the whereabouts to look back, to get up, to even say, do I have a chance to make the second save? And yeah, Toulouse put it right at him. But if Jimenez isn't looking and doesn't get his hands up, that goes into the back of the net, even though it was right at him. He got his hands up, made the save, and like you said, collected it, didn't give up another rebound. And for that, right now, best play of the game there in a back-to-back double save from Jimenez, which sometimes can be one of the most exciting plays in the game, despite not resulting in a goal. But a phenomenal start here, especially if if you're an Alianza fan here early on. You don't like to concede that type of foul and a penalty early on, but got to take the momentum from that double save.
Well, Toulouse just hangs on for dear life over there on that far side. I'm not sure who he was hanging on to.
John, last time we saw Alianza, when they were real dangerous in their attacks, they were really getting Ramon Moses, number 7, involved early and often. He's seen a couple early touches here, but he was really a catalyst for them to get some chances going in one of the games we saw earlier this year. I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be another focal point for them to really try to turn that around tonight.
Yeah, no question about this. This ball's played out by Jimenez and headed there by Cryer. It was dropped to Toulouse. Doesn't really collect that very cleanly as he goes down and played out wide. And that's cleared out, but looking here at number 5, Antonio Aguirre, playing center back tonight alongside Pablo Aceda for Alianza FC. Here on the near side, Ramon Moses, who you just mentioned a moment ago, looking to get by Cryer and knocked out now for a throw in here on this near side. It's funny because I was thinking about this penalty shot and Stephen, back when I was a senior in high school, which was some 22 years ago, 23 years ago. Good defensive play there defensively, but we went to a penalty shootout against Sterling Heights Stevenson my senior year in districts, and it went. We were on the sideline, kind of just talking amongst our team. And I look over, and one of their players, the person taking the first shot for the shootout, was actually practicing his shot in the net. Like, he was taking PKs, practicing while we're waiting to go into the shootout. And I'm sitting there going, my goodness, he was going the same way the entire time. So I'm sitting there as a goalkeeper going, because, there are signs that we were taught as goalkeepers when it came to,
Sure.
to reading a player, right? Looking at the hips, looking at their eyes and things like that. So he was only going that way. He wasn't going any other way. And I was looking at his hips. He wasn't changing. So I'm going, this guy is clearly going to go right. And clearly he went right there. Made the first save. It's like I joke about it because it was such an obvious thing. I'm like, my goodness, this person's literally telling me the way they're going to go right before the shootout. Oh, man.
he was apparently confident enough that he was like, I don't care if you know which way, I'm going to still beat you. But guess that didn't really work out too well for him, did it?
No, it didn't. I ended up saving 3 in that shootout. Always had fun with that. But see if the Nationals can find a way here to get one on the board. We're currently in 13th minute as Ramon Moses knocks over Schwartz. And he just goes back at him. That's going to earn him a yellow card possibly, and it does.
I don't think he's going to get a booking here. He's just going to get a little talking to here from our center referee tonight. He understands. I think this referee's done plenty of games where you can understand the moments when to maybe use the book and when to maybe just use his voice.
Steinwasser chest that down to Toulouse and out wide to Hodgson, who's down by the end line, looking to put this inside the 18 and broken up and cleared out to Moses. Well, to keep an eye on this Moses physicality. As Toulouse put his leg up, that might have been a little. And now we have a player down.
Yeah, I think he did call the foul. It was a little late, but yeah, it was just a little bit high boot right up in the chest area.
We have a free kick here. Looks like this is Yeseda taking this. Looking in there for number 20, Miguel Santos Guzman. So far, the energy we've seen from the Nationals is pretty good. You can see that they're being very direct with their attack, either going over the top, looking for Steinwasser or Bourdon, or we've seen Hodgson on the left side. They seem to be looking to go more direct with their formation tonight, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we talked about it from the start. We got an offside decision here on the far side, but I think it's more just hey, we can have all the possession in the world, but if we're not getting on the score sheet, it's not going to matter. And the results haven't come to this year so far in the season. So they've found a way that they had to make some changes, and right now it's just in the way and the style that they're going to look a little bit more direct. And
good play by Demmer out there to Bourdon. Bourdon inside the box, then cleared out there by Antonio Aguirre. They're doing some construction work here back behind the stadium tonight on.
Got the I-75
as
construction
Chad called
crew
it, the dead cat is picking up all that noise. I think this is a corner, right? Or it's a throw.
No, deep. It's a long
throw.
throw here for.
Sorry, I was distracted by the jackhammer that was digging up behind. So maybe tonight, me and you can babble about U.S. soccer. This ball's thrown in to Luso. Bourdon drops by his foot and then cleared out.
Kind of like Bigfoot is on the roof of the press box.
We have spotted Bigfoot here in Orchard Lake, Michigan. Is Moses.
It's a little heavy touch there, but it was a nice little burst of speed and explosion there from Moses here out the right side.
So Hotz will play this back now to Andrew Schwartz. By Mike Schwartz. Andrew's 13 tonight, playing a holding midfield role in their 4-5-1.
Yeah, we've seen multiple formation changes throughout this season for the Nationals, and they really haven't been able to find anything that clicks or is working well at times. There's moments of brilliance, there's moments of times of really good creativity, but no consistent formation that Coach Rick Larson has kind of settled on to find a way to utilize the talent that he has. So I wouldn't be surprised that if at halftime we're still here scoreless, that he changes it up again, and then we maybe see a different formation to come out here in the second half. Apparently we're short on ball people tonight as well, as the players are going into the stands and throwing out buoys to collect their balls.
Like reeling in fish.
Yeah, we are by a lot of the lakes out here, so you never know. Hit one hard and hard enough.
You can hear the head coach for Alianza FC, Albay Kamara. As this ball's played into Steinwasser, he's being held up. He keeps going. He's got a burst of energy. We haven't seen Steinwasser at all this season. But, man, he's been very effective here early on.
Yeah, clearly an attacking threat that has shown that he can, get past defenders and create opportunities. Creating the penalty kick off his run early on, and a couple other opportunities, and here as well. Got held. The referee tried to give advantage, didn't gain anything, so I brought it back, and we've got a free kick here, just about 35 yards out. I expect this to go on frame. To be fair, maybe not the best from distance, but it's dead on. Hopefully you get a rebound.
Schwartz from distance, right into the arms of Jimenez.
If we've seen anything, though, tonight, Jimenez has been up to the task so far. It's going to take more than a bouncing ball at his feet to beat him tonight.
No question about that, as we saw this one goal way back to Heisch. Good play by Swartz to able to, and a foul there on Demro. Kamara saying quickly, quickly, quickly. Alianza have really not been dangerous thus far. They have not really got into the attacking third here so far in this one.
Keeping possession a little bit better than they were in maybe the opening 5-10, but really haven't anything to show for it. Really haven't tested Xander Heisch at all tonight. And going forward, they've just not provided anything for us.
Well, Carson Hodgson plays this into Bourdon. Bourdon looked to go across. He still has it now, out for a corner kick. Referee will come back and look like he's going to maybe possibly talk to Swartz, making sure he's okay or sending him off. Well, he got blood. It could be red turf though on his knee, to be fair.
Could be. Could be. It's a turf stain.
Yeah.
A red turf stain.
Ball is going to come in here. The mixer. Demro goes up. Toulouse just over the top. Actually, that was Chow. Xavier Chow. But
excellent opportunity here on the corners. We're going to see ball whipped in. Chow gets up, gets good height. Just puts it off the top of the crossbar and then plays off the football goalpost out of bounds. But another good opportunity here for Nationals early in this first half, 20 minutes in.
21st minute, scoreless game here. Well, thank you all for tuning in here this Wednesday evening. It's called the Hump Day, right? As everyone calls it that?
Hump Day.
Tomorrow will be Throwback Thursday, right? Steinwasser looks for Bourdon. Unable to connect there, just not enough pace on that ball.
Yeah, it's either got to be hit with more pace or he's got to lead him into space there. Steinwasser made the right read, just didn't play the right ball. If that gets played in front of him, something he can run onto, maybe another opportunity and on goal for Nationals.
And given away by Bourdon. Look over the top. Caceres, and he goes down. The referee says, get up.
He was going down before before the ball got to him and before any contact at all.
Good run by Cryer here on the near side. Hodgson brings this one in. Puts it into Yoseti's face and stays on the pitch down by the end line. And then put right into the middle for Toulouse. See if now the Nationals can find some way to get a shot on frame and get their third goal of the season. It's kind of weird to say that because they played 6 games so far. This might be given away. Oh. As the foul actually is on his near side. Looks like Toulouse went down here.
I think they were letting Toulouse back on with the blood.
Fourth official, just the table got broken.
We got all sorts of stuff happening tonight.
He's struggling with the table here on this near side.
The jacket's from 1992.
Yep, he's just like I'm done. I'm giving up.
I love it. Just ditching the table. It's quite the relic of a coat he's got on tonight down there.
I was gonna say that's an old one.
Yeah.
Now Bourdon will fight for this, and he's got Demro near side. It's gonna be deflected, and Hodgson's will corral this here. Puts the ball in the mixer for Demro, goes over everybody. Demro maybe he'll track this one down. He does, but now it goes out for a throw-in on that far side.
Yeah, we're gonna see here.
He gets shoved right into the table.
Toulouse took a hard fall there and might end up breaking that table down there, as it is no longer in service tonight.
Unfortunately, the table is no longer with us. The ball is intended there for Caceres. Hodgson Demro has good run. Just got to find that seam. Good defensive play by Alianza. They're just one step away from where they, just take that one step, Steve.
Yeah, and it's been the final ball. It's been that final pass. It's been story of the season so far. I mean, even if you break it down into that penalty shot, where great opportunity created, even better opportunity.
Steinwasser gets once. Then Usaida almost got another penalty shot there.
Steinwasser almost had him twisted sideways.
Cryer.
Ooh, there's a dangerous challenge.
Ball across. And I would call that a hitch kick. Antonio Aguirre has been a hitch kick since the early 2000s. Andrew Schwartz finds Steinwasser. Top of the 18. Out wide to Bourdon, deflected. Back to Bourdon. Jimenez save. Rebound, Schwartz save again. Toluso now the shot, and it goes up and over.
Jose Jimenez coming up big again. I thought he had possession there on one of the challenges. May have had a hand on it. As we're going to see a good shot save there. Another reaction save. Goes to get a hand on it, makes another save. Ball gets cleared out, and then Toluso skies one over the top. But Jose Jimenez already with 5 early saves in the first 25 minutes of this game. The absolute MVP so far with the PK double save. There was another double save. He's been standing on his head tonight, and rightfully so, keeping his team in this game, knotted up at zeros.
Scoreless game here in the 26th minute. Chances coming often for the Nationals in this one. Just that goal eludes them, as it has much of this season.
Yeah, and then it starts to become a mental thing, you know. I mean, there's only so much a coach can keep trying to drill in that it's working, the chances will keep coming, and at some point you got to have that belief and see the results, and this season the Nationals just aren't seeing those results.
As now Hodgson, good individual effort from him as he gets down to Steinwasser just inside the 18. Steinwasser shot up and over. It's a good idea.
Yeah, and then, you know, every time that an opportunity goes past and you don't find the back of the net, you know, the doubt starts to creep in. The goal starts to become a little bit smaller. As we're going to see here, this shot here from Steinwasser tries to pull the defender with a little bit of a hesitation. He gets enough room, creates enough space, just puts the shot well up and over the top of the net.
Delay here was because Jimenez had to go get that ball. I think went over the fence. It's now look like we're going to have a sub coming in here, number 6 for Alianza. Number 6 is Jesus Esquivel. I'm not sure who came off. He went under the tent. I believe it was Usaida, but I'm not 100% sure. No, it's not. I apologize. If you're just joining us here this Wednesday evening, scoreless game. Nationals here hosting Alianza FC here on the Monsignor Molesky field on the campus of Orchard Lake St. High School Prep. St. Mary's Prep. Alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Best, my name's Jonathan Turner. So far in this one, we've had a PK and 5 saves by Jose Jimenez to keep Alianza FC in this game. They've had no attempts on goal themselves, as now Moses, and he's on the ball. He's very dangerous, and this one's out now for a throw-in for the Nationals.
Yeah, Alianza just really struggling to connect some passes in the attacking third. You know, they've kept a little bit of possession across their back line, a little bit through the midfield, but anytime moving forward, lack of some off-the-ball movement, lack of some quality passes, and really that's, you know, the reason they haven't really generated much at all tonight, with no shots on frame, no chances on target yet tonight.
Over the top is Antonio Aguirre, center back for Alianza, over the back of Demro.
Climbed his back, easy foul there to call. He wants to argue about it, but it goes up and over right through the back of the Nationals player, easy foul.
To be fair, Demro's like 6'3". Aguirre might be about 5'9", so you need to get that height, you need to climb the back sometimes. So Demro was down by the end line, he keeps it in, then looks like it might have gone out, and now saying goal kick. Now Center referee saying corner kick.
Let's see here, Demeraux. Yeah, there was a touch there from the defender. I think it went out there before Demeraux got another touch on the ball, and I think that's what the center referee saw there and out for a corner.
Andrew Schwartz will take this kick, corner kick here for the Nationals. Good ball into Chow, and he puts it up and over again.
Yeah, Chow, his second time tonight, has a knack for going up and finding that ball, going up and winning it. But a second header, as we're going to see here, where gets a head on it, but just puts it over the top and hitting the football uprights out of bounds for a goal kick.
And that rebound off the upright, Demeraux put it in. So, I'll put here near side and. Laskew. Intercepted by Cam Pryor. Finds Hodgson and probably swung way back to the back line of Alianza FC. Alianza FC plays out at the corner ballpark. We had a chance to call a game there, Steve. And, you know, the things that they're doing at the corner ballpark with this team are really, really something to talk about and to go experience. If you are a soccer fan, it reminds you, you know, kind of this, I think, the starting days of Detroit City FC and what they were doing there. You know, having that kind of crowd that came out and the energy and the excitement and just, you know, the overall environment with the food trucks and we could smell the quesadillas and the cinnamon twists or what, you know,
the churros.
The churros,
oh,
yeah. I mean,
man.
It was just an unbelievable experience to be a part of, and they're, you know, they're really doing something special down there in Detroit.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think you know, those involved with Alianza have created a really great environment and atmosphere down at the corner ballpark, and I encourage anyone. We're going to see just a handball there, no denying that.
Schwartz will put this one in. Demeraux comes out, head on, and he gets a goal! The first goal in 5 games for the Nationals, and they're up 1-0 here in the 32nd minute. Just looking at this again, Steve, just and it put there in no man's land. Jimenez couldn't get to that. Perfect ball by Schwartz, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, great ball in. Just he got to his head, to it first. Jimenez was just maybe a step slow getting out, and Nationals finally get on the board. All their chances finally pay off, and they take the 1-0 lead.
And now Moses coming down, knock one off of Schwartz, and out it will go for a throw in here on the near side.
Nice. Come on,
Steinwasser now has the ball, and he's got Schwartz and Hodgson chasing. Oh, he wins it back. It gets down inside the 18. Ball's deflected there off. I believe that was Escoval and into the arms of Jimenez. Ball will be deflected and all the way on the far side. Moses is able to collect it. He's dangerous. Plays this in to Caceres, but in comes Velasquez. He comes inside the box, and Chow defensively wins that, and now here come the Nationals.
Almost if that goal sparked Alianza here, you know, they concede the goal and a couple good chances
The run
here.
from Demeraux was, you could see that, a great run. Maybe looking to get a second goal here. Good cutback and defended well by Antonio Guire, out for a corner kick.
Well, you know, the Nationals have to be happy here after, you know, all that pressure early on, the saved penalty kick, another double save from Jimenez on another chance. Almost feeling like 2 balls off headers off corner kicks up and over the bar. Almost starting to feel like, you know, is this goal ever going to come tonight? But they finally get one, and hopefully they can find a way to get a few more to give themselves some comfort and something to build on here.
Here comes this corner from Toluso. put low near post and right back to Toluso and puts it right back in. That one was low again. And then cleared up and out. Plays all the way back to Xander Heisch. I think it's his second touch of the game.
Yeah, hasn't had much to worry about from the shot perspective, saving anything. Really just been more, controlling his defense, keeping everything organized. A couple touches with his feet. That looked
dangerous.
Like a dangerous touch from Carson Hodgson.
Oh, good ball from Steinwasser to Bourdon, but commanding kick out by Jimenez. Got Grant Harrison now joining us in the broadcast.
Welcome, Grant.
Grant, one of our avid commenters, asking probably about what kind of condiments we'll talk about here tonight. It's a good ball into Bourdon. A good turn and out on that far side to Steinwasser with a shot from distance, and that goes wide. I was going to say, I was talking earlier because Chad and our broadcast team brought in Wendy's. And Wendy's is good. I like Wendy's. You can see the shot here from distance. I had Wendy's for lunch today, so I really wasn't really excited about having Wendy's for dinner. But I was talking about how I had the hot, it's called a hot and honey chicken sandwich from Wendy's, which is really good.
I might need to try that.
They have
big chicken sandwich fans.
Oh, so. They are. It's spicy. It's got honey on it, and it's got onions with like those crispy onions and pickles. Okay. Oh, it's really good. Good ball over the top for Steinwasser. Oh, just over the top, a clipper, and it's going to go in. What a heads-up play by Steinwasser to make this 2-0 in the 36th minute.
Another great ball over the top. Steinwasser, cool and collected, ensures that he gets the right touch, recognizes that Jimenez is coming off his line, as we're going to see here, beautifully floated ball up over the top. Steinwasser knows where to take the touch, just uses the inside of his foot, clips it right over the goalkeeper into the back of the net, and puts Nationals up 2-0.
And that was Chow on the assist.
Beautiful ball from Chow. It was a beautifully lofted ball over the top. And right here, that's when Steinwasser knows, takes a glance, sees Jimenez off his line, and just uses the inside of his foot. Doesn't try to smash it with his laces. Doesn't try to hit it, a dipping ball over the top. Nope, just use the inside of his foot. Make sure you get it up and over the goalkeeper, and he drops it into the back of the net, and the Nationals lead 2-0.
Well, Toro now has the ball at his foot, finds Vasquez, and broken up by the Nationals, and Andrew Swords looks to go to Bourdon there on that far side. And then ball played out. That was probably going to be back to the goalkeeper Jimenez, but that goes on now for a corner kick for the Nationals.
Yeah, fourth corner of the night here for the Nationals. They've been very dangerous on balls in. A couple found the head of Xavier Chow off the crossbar and over top twice tonight already. A couple other opportunities here. So the Nationals have definitely been, you can tell, making their focus on some of these set pieces tonight and really trying to maximize those chances to get it back on the scoreboard.
Swartz will put this one in the mixer. Cleared out by Aguirre. Deflection. Demro comes in, gets a head on, he goes down, and a penalty shot called.
Yes!
The second penalty shot of the night, Steve.
Yeah, your goalkeeper doesn't like it. You see Jimenez here approaching the referee about his decision, but as we'll see here on the replay, I don't think there's going to be any hesitation here. Ball gets blocked, back in, Demro's in, and there had to have been some contact there from the defender. It kind of got clipped there from we couldn't see through one of the players, but the referee had a clear line at it.
Another look at that again if we could.
We're going to take another look here. Right as Demro goes for it, yeah, he gets kicked right in the back there from number 5, Antonio Aguirre.
Toluso puts this one away, burying it here for the third goal here in the 39th minute.
This time, Toulouse makes no mistake about the penalty. Doesn't give Jimenez a chance. Buries it into the top part of the net, and the Nationals now lead 3-0, as we're going to see here. Toulouse this time makes sure he buries it. No chance for Jimenez. 3-0 to the Nationals.
So, Steve, talking about what we were talking about as part of pregame and the early part of this match, seeing them kind of come out of their shell, getting 2 or 3 goals. Well, they've done exactly that now in this game. Going from 2 goals for this season to 5 in one game. So, a really good start for the Nationals, and hopefully looking to build here on this momentum.
Yeah, and just the breakout we were talking about that, I'm sure Coach Rick Larson has been waiting for. If anything, it's going to help give confidence.
Ball over at the top again, and defended well there by Uceda. Just the pressure from the Nationals, just unbearable here for these.
They've been relentless. As we got the big blue wall in front of us. But yeah, their pressure's been relentless tonight, and to finally be rewarded and to get on the score sheet with 3 goals here in this first half is, I'm sure Coach Rick Larson will be looking to get more of the same in the second, and it can't stop. Let's put 3 more on the board, because goals have been hard to come by for this team, and sometimes a game like this is what can turn that confidence around. Instill that into these guys that, hey, we can score goals at this level. Our hard work and chances are going to pay off, and we are going to get on the board and hopefully pick up 3 points and try to work our way back up that table.
No question is now Alianza here trying to find any form of offense. They haven't had much at all in this one.
Yeah, it's going to be a regroup at this point, really just trying to get through these next 5-7 minutes here, depending on extra time, and really try to regroup at half and see what kind of changes can be made. They haven't really been on the attack tonight at all. Really haven't tested Xander Heisch. They've been on the back foot from the get-go, defending at all 3 levels. And when they've gotten the ball in the attacking third, they aren't getting enough teammates to join in on the attack to really formulate any kind of consistent threat to force the Nationals back line to have anything to worry about tonight.
Now Steinwasser. Good turn from him. He's already got a goal shot, and Jimenez makes a rebound to Hodgson, and that goes just wide and out for a goal kick. I can't say enough about Steinwasser in this one. He's been a difference maker so far. He's been very dominant. He's got a goal here tonight in his first time here on the pitch for the Nationals. Good shot, good save by Jimenez.
Yeah, no, he's been a difference maker up top as far as his ability to get past those back line, control the ball, and then also distribute and facilitate to his teammates as well. Understanding when there's moments to dish the ball off, and then when there's moments to, take it himself and put a shot on frame. And he's done that tonight. He's created chances. He's got himself a goal, and rightfully so. His hard work has paid off here in the opening 40.
Escoval. Toro, it finds from Moses, and a good ball into Caceres. Caceres now with a shot low. Xander Heisch comes up with a easy, I would say easy because it looked easy for us, but a nice, as we call it, collapse dive there on his right side.
Yeah, I mean, actually maybe a little bit more difficult than it may look, because Xander Heisch is going to his left to cut off the angle. The shot goes back to his right. He has to get his feet set, and it's a ball that can easily get past you, even if it's right underneath your arm on your body, if you're not getting your feet set at the time of the shot. But Xander Heisch did a great job there to get his feet set, get himself ready, and get down and make the save.
Ball given away, and Steinwasser being clinical here now down in his defensive 30. He's dropped down more, as you can see. Andrew Schwartz now playing more of a forward role here and then dropping down. So you're seeing some moving pieces in this first half from Rick Larson. Steinwasser taken down, but something we saw a lot of when we saw Alianza the first time around, especially in that game, they were losing 3-0 to Inter Detroit, and the physicality started to pick up. Obviously frustration from lack of success in scoring goals and in the attack. We talked about not being very reckless, but just the way that they would go in was a little harder than what we might see in a lot of the games we've been calling this summer.
Yeah, and I think it's just picking your moments. I think sometimes they're just over physical in moments where you don't need to be, and moments where it's very easy for the referee to see or very easy to make a decision and that'll go against you. There's moments on challenges and free kicks and corners where there's moments to be physical and tackles to be physical on, and then there's the obvious ones like we saw in the first penalty of the game where we just went right through the back of the attacker. Fortunately for Alianza at the time, didn't result in a goal, but it was just a dumb foul to commit. Steinwasser was in, and you just put your arm right through his back, and it's an easy penalty call. And he knows better. The Alianza players sometimes, so far have just been a little undisciplined, I think is more the right word, with their physicality throughout tonight's match, and we also saw that very similarly when they played Inter Detroit a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we didn't. I think a lot of it too is not lack of focus, but in those moments, a lack of composure, right?
Yeah.
And composure, because like you think about that tackle that happened in the 4th minute that resulted in the PK against USADA, which was on Steinwasser. I think it was Bourdon. But that foul where he got took down in the box like that happened in the 4th minute. I mean, that's a lack of composure in that moment. It's too early let him get a shot maybe. I mean, giving up a penalty shot there doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, absolutely, and I think it also showed good presence from Steinwasser to understand that you have the defender on your back. And a smart forward's going to know when to pull up and allow that pressure to come through and creates that foul. And it's his job to do that. And he wins the ball over the top, collected it in. So it was well earned. But again, to your point, it was a dumb foul to give up, and especially this early in the match. But and I think that's just been the issue with so far tonight, even a little bit too, has just been they've given away too many opportunities to Nationals, and Nationals finally has cashed in on those.
45th minute, we are in stoppage time here right now. 3-0 is the score. Alianza looking to find an answer to this unrelenting offense of the Nationals. Something that we've been looking to see here.
Yeah, and I think it's everything they could have wanted out of this first half. Obviously, you would have loved to get the goal on the first penalty to get that early lead, but they were relentless with their chances tonight, and they didn't let that missed penalty deter them from keeping the pressure up, from keeping on the front foot and creating chances tonight. Multiple balls over the top, headers, shots saved from the goalkeeper, but they kept going, and they finally found a way to get 3 in.
Ball coming up that free kick for Alianza, and that'll wrap up this first half. The start that the Nationals were looking to get with 3 goals here, and they're coming into this one, Steve, with only 2 goals in their first 6 games, been able to not only get 2 goals here, but that third goal to now be at 5 goals for here on the season. That penalty shot in the in the fourth. Sorry, the goal that came in the 32nd minute. The next one coming in the 36th minute, and then the PK in the 38th minute, and that's where we are here and finish this first half. 3-0 is the score. Nationals over Alianza FC. You're watching live soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Kickstart Toddler Soccer is a developmental program that helps turn timid toddlers into confident athletes. It starts here, where our youngest players are learning how to move and control their bodies. At these ages, mom and dad will work on the field with their little one. The curriculum focuses on balance, coordination, following directions, and parallel play. It's okay if it starts off with tears or some hesitation. They're just figuring out their new environment. As they progress through the program, our older age groups will start to learn the basic skills and fundamentals of the game, slowly gaining confidence with the ball at their feet. We are taking registrations right now. With 6 Metro Detroit locations, you can be sure to find one near you. Come join us next session and see what the fun is all about. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag GBrandUSA. GBrandUSA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player. And I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Corps bats for the past 3 or 4 years. When y'all came to me, took my advice, trying to figure out what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's really cool to be a part of. I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with a BB Corps bat or as hard. Definitely the best BB Corps bat I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Corps bats. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Corps bats. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
As the voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
so that interscholastic athletes may thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stands should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game.
We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given for them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports,
but keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game!
Welcome back into Orchard Lake St. Mary's Prep High School, Monsignor Molesky Field here in Orchard Lake, Michigan. Alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Steve Besk. My name's Jonathan Turner. It's halftime. 3-0 your score. The Nationals find a way to break the scoreless streak that they've had going on here for the past 4 games. Scoring 3 in this first half. The first one coming in the 32nd minute off of the head of Alex Demereau. That was assisted by Andrew Schwartz. Then in the 36th minute, Alex Steinwasser from Chow. A nice goal from him. And then the PK in the 38th off of Toulouse, who gets his second opportunity to score a goal off penalty shots in this first half. And that's where things stand, Steve.
Yeah, I thought I think we got the goal explosion we were looking for. A bit of an outbreak for the Nationals. Hopefully a way for them to turn their season around or turn this march towards the playoffs around. Start to climb back up the table. And no better way to do that than to start off with 3 goals in the first half and hopefully now find a way to secure these 3 points. You don't need any more. I'm sure Coach Larson will look for them to try to get a few more goals. But, right now it's all about locking up defensively, securing those 3 points, and moving on to the next game.
That is right, Steve. And as you're seeing on the screen right now, don't miss any of the action. Make sure if you're tuning in right now on our YouTube channel, Michigan Soccer Network, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us on the prep, hit that subscribe button. Right? And if you're watching us on 11 Sports, head over to YouTube and hit subscribe. So to either one of our channels. A broadcast coming up here this week. We obviously had tonight's game here on the network. But Friday evening, we've got the Michigan Jaguars and UWS action taking on Cap City at 7 p.m. And then on Saturday evening, Livonia FC's women's side, UWS will welcome in Atletico GLD. And then on Sunday, we are live from the Canton Cup. That's right. We're going to be covering 4 finals games from the Canton Cup here on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, 2:35, I think 4:10, and 5:40. So a lot of soccer coming up here this weekend. As you can see again, right there on the bottom of your screen, we're going to be live from the Canton Cup, one of the largest tournaments in the Midwest. They have over 100 clubs, approximately 400 teams participated last year. Teams come from Pennsylvania, Illinois, Ohio, Indiana, Canada, and Scotland. I'm not sure why I added in the Scotland, but just an unbelievable experience. Last year, I had a chance to call a UWS game between the Rebels FC and Detroit City FC during that tournament. So that was pretty fun to do here last year. So, but a lot of action coming up this weekend for sure, Steve.
Yeah, a lot of exciting games coming up. Locked and loaded, games coming in fast. And, if you need your soccer fix, come check out the Michigan Soccer Network.
No question about that. Coming up here after this break, second half action, 3-0 to score. The Nationals in charge of this one over Alianza FC. See you on their side of the break.
Hey moms and dads, are you looking for a program to keep your toddler active this winter? Kickstart Toddler Soccer is the perfect cure for the winter blues. And now you can find us at the amazing Legacy 925 Center, located in the heart of Oxford, Michigan. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75. Second half action coming here momentarily. But before we get into that, let's take a look at what we saw here in the first half a little bit for some highlights here, Steve.
Yeah, plenty of highlights here from the first half as we're going to see opportunity here early for the Nationals. Jimenez came out, made himself big, forcing the shot to go up and over wide. Ball in over the top here from Boye, which Steinwasser collected, wins the penalty kick. First opportunity of the game, really. Here, Jimenez with the save on the PK, the reaction save to make the double save to keep the game scoreless here early in the 5th minute. But then the Nationals would keep their pressure up as Chow here had an opportunity off the corner kick where his header went up and over the top. But the Nationals were not to be denied as their continuous chances finally did pay off. As we see another double save there from Jimenez, who made his presence known early and often here throughout the first half. Chow puts another header over the bar. This game remained scoreless at the time. A floated ball in and finds the head of Alex Demereau to give the Nationals a 1-0 lead. Beautifully played ball up over the top. Demereau gets ahead to it before Jimenez can get out there. Ball finds the back of the net, 1-0 to the Nationals. Ball here from Xander Schau. Up over the top to Steinwasser, who made no mistake about it. Sees Jimenez off his line. Chips him to the back bar. 2-0 to the Nationals. That wasn't it for the Nationals as their hard work would be rewarded here as the Nationals would win their second PK of the first half. And this time Octavio Tolosa would not be denied. And his penalty attempt would find the back of the net to give the Nationals a 3-0 lead heading into the break.
And that's where things sit here at Orchard Lake St. Mary's Prep High School, Orchard Lake, Michigan. We'll be back here for more second half action. 45 minutes to go on this one. Right now, Nationals hold a 3-0 lead over Alianza FC. Right back. Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Pure Barre is a full-body workout that transforms you, physically and mentally. Our musically driven group classes focus on low-impact, small movements that strengthen and tone your entire body in 50 minutes or less. Anyone is capable of taking Pure Barre, no matter your age or fitness level, and no dance experience is required.
We begin with your dream, your drive, your grit, the heart and vision of every member of your team. We take it all, and from those threads of greatness, we weave a uniform of a champion. In many ways, our sport is just like yours. We've brought together a team of elite designers. We've put in the time and the sweat, perfecting our craft over 14 years. We've outfitted thousands of teams for thousands of victories, approaching each new project, each new game, like it's the only one we'll ever play. And let's be honest, we've done it all with a quality so unmatched that some can't help but call it perfection. You know, it's more than just a shirt. Look like a champion, play like a champion. A champion powered by the G. Hashtag G-Brand USA. G-Brand USA. Elite design, unmatched quality, American pride. We're proudly made in the USA.
Orchard Lake St. Mary's High School. UPSL action here on this Wednesday evening is the Nationals in command of this one, 3-0 over Alianza FC. Alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Besk, I'm Jonathan Turner. Thank you for joining us here this Wednesday evening, this hump day, the Wednesday before Memorial Day weekend. Steve, any plans?
Calling some games, John.
Yes, that's right. Friday, Saturday.
Calling some games. Hopefully try to maybe enjoy some of the weather on Monday, the beautiful weather. But besides that, I'll be behind the mic here delivering some games with you on the Michigan Soccer Network.
That's right. That's right. It's actually, I'm hoping people will give us some hot dogs this weekend. Just bring us hot dogs. I like hot dogs and hamburgers, so I mean, you know.
It's always a good combination.
They're easy and quick to eat. We're about ready to get underway here. The second half, right to left on your screen in all white will be Alianza FC with the kickoff in blue and red kits. Going left to right will be the Nationals. Just a second ago, you saw head coach Rick Larson. He's got to be happy that his team has found a way to get some goals in here. Goals have eluded them here in this season. They came in with only 2 goals in 6 games, and now they've got 5. So a good start for them, and a good to get that monkey off their back, Steve.
Yeah, and they could have even more tonight if it wasn't for the play of goalkeeper Jose Jimenez from Alianza. A pair of double saves that kept Nationals off the board for even more than they could be tonight.
Alianza! As you can see now, hey, make sure you advertise. Make sure you advertise with us. That's right.
Definitely make sure you do.
As the second half is underway here at Monsignor Molesky Field. Orchard Lake St. Mary's High School, understanding that the field's not red enough, we're going to have a new turf put in here next couple of weeks, the new field. They want to go redder. As Guzman looks inside for Moses. Maybe some life out of Alianza. Hodgson goes down and foul call and restart coming up. But got a lot of action this weekend with our schedule. But don't forget that goal of the week voting ends tomorrow. Goal of the week voting ends tomorrow. You can see we have 5 players in competition this week for the goal of the week.
There's Gavin Bourdon, who was on the wrong end of a challenge there, right near on the sideline. Might get another look at it here as he takes a touch, and the Alianza player comes in.
That was Guzman.
Yeah, just threw a little bit of some contact in right as the ball had been released, and Bourdon did not take too kindly to that.
As we'll now take a look at the goal of the week nominees. You can see we have 5 of them this week. Goal of the week voting ends tomorrow at 8 p.m. Head over to MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Click on the vote now, and you can select any one of those goals of the week. Watch the video and decide who you think should win that goal of the week. We'll announce that on Friday night during our Jaguars broadcast at 7 p.m. So vote now. You can vote as much and as often as you like. Last time I looked, we were over 1,200 votes. So
get in there and vote.
That's right.
Pick your favorite. Be interesting to see here in the second half how much the Nationals really try to push and still create from an offensive side, or how much they'll be willing to just sit in and possess the ball and kind of let the game be played out in front of them.
No question. Steve, I think we should ask our audience, our viewers, if they can find a word that we could use to slide into any one of our broadcast moments. I think they could throw a word in, you know what I mean? Like a word.
Gotta be careful what we wish for.
I know.
we know someone in this booth has been duped by some fake names before, so you know.
Who are you talking about?
Well, John. I have yet to be duped, so we'll let the people figure it out.
In all fairness, you haven't looked at the comments in game. Is Demro inside the box?
You can't screw it up if you don't read them. So.
That is right. That's right.
I believe his name was Hugh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I bought my son a T-shirt there today. It says D's nuts. It's a great shirt, man. That was Hodgson now on that far side. Looks like Steinwasser. And Hodgson. Ball still in on that far side. He goes down. Now look at a foul being called.
Got a noisy chair in here.
In all fairness, it really is a noisy chair.
It's very noisy.
It's been those jackhammers in the first half. Ball comes in. Bourdon dropped it, and it's... Oh, Demro goes down, but Jimenez comes up with a save. Yeah, I'm going to switch out of this chair and go more to a stool. I'm now officially way taller than I was before, Steve. What happened to Demro? Looks like he got...
Didn't see clearly what happened. We're going to get a chance to look here on the replay as the ball gets clipped in. Beckbar, Demro looks like he makes a save, and then... I think he just took some light contact to the nether regions, and that's gonna put him out of commission for a few seconds here. Just get his breath back and check on the boys. I think they'll be all right.
Put some ice on it. As Grant Harrison says, how are you going to use the word corn dogs into a soccer broadcast?
Well, Grant, watch and you will see, my friend.
No question about that. As ball's played across into Moses, and it's a corn dog play.
First corner of the night here for Alianza. We've been waiting all night for them to really create here in the offensive third and really be dangerous. And it's, starting from Ramoni Moses. We've talked about him early in offense tonight as being a guy to be focused on, and he's the only reason that Alianza has created any such opportunities tonight.
Ball comes back in, and Guzman there. Oh, look at a touch thrown in. Back out of touch again.
You might think this. I'm sorry. No, you might think this game is wrapped up, but if Alianza can find a way to get that next goal, you never know.
Bourdon now inside the box. Good tackle by Aguirre, and out for. Actually, I'm sorry, it was Useda. No, number 4. I don't have 4 on my roster. They made a change here. Hang on.
Yeah, we're gonna see here Steinwasser. Nifty ball slipped in. It was a great job there from the defender to slide in and win the tackle. Beautifully timed tackle there from the Alianza defender.
That's Grevis Fugan Guzman. Fugan Guzman, number 4. Corner comes in, and Demro goes just across the goal mouth. It's still in, and then cleared out, but Demro almost got a touch on that one. Just past his head, Steve.
Yeah, another opportunity for the Nationals off a corner kick, set piece. Looked at Jimenez came out. Demro might have got a touch. But more attacking play from the Nationals, and they definitely look like a renowned side that has found their game a little bit. A little bit more confidence in their attacking abilities after that first half, 3 goals, and you'd like to see that if you're gonna make a push in the table, if you're gonna turn this around with a couple games to go. You got to start building confidence somewhere, and it's to win games. We've talked about it all the time. You got to score goals. You're not going to win games without scoring a goal, and they hadn't scored enough. And tonight is a building block, and tonight is that first step. but it's a big one and one that hopefully the Nationals can carry on into future games.
Swartz plays this into Hodge down that far side. Then given away. It's just, I don't know if it's lazy or whatever you want to call it, lack of composure, but clearly number 10 here, Fugan wants to come off. This ball played over the top to Demro, just can't get a touch on it. Out for a goal kick is now we're going to have a sub here as number 22, Oscar Huerta, will step on now for Alianza, and number 12, Christian Batina Chavez will step in.
That opportunity there from Demro really just needs to kind of let that ball come across his body, maybe get his right foot on it, just kind of place it on frame. Tries to go with the left foot, and that's a very difficult ball to strike as that ball's coming across your body, and to hit that with your front foot, it's a very difficult to get a good angle on it, to get a touch. As we saw, Demro missed it there. It was a great ball in, but really if he could find a way to square his body, I think he might have had a better opportunity to get a touch on frame.
No question about that as Guzman collects this, and Huerta. Comment coming in from Grant Harrison. How do you guys like the red turf? Reminds me of the Boise State blue turf or Eastern Michigan gray. Steve?
Well, as a traditionalist, I much prefer the green grass, but I totally understand the schools going to the colored turf. We've seen it a few times at a couple different schools this season, John. I get it. It's something that can make the schools different for those high school teams and that type of thing, and I think it works. It's not my cup of tea, but there are bigger fish to fry, and it's just not a battle I'm going to fight. It may not be what I love, but could be worse, I guess. We haven't seen it could be multicolored, It could be.
Well, it's kind of multicolored.
Well, I mean,
black and
it
red.
could be all sorts of crazy colors, I guess. So
I guess. I don't know. I guess if you want to spend the money for the red turf, you can. The ball comes into Heish, and that's a difficult one to kind of read, but he's able to collect that and drill one down towards midfield.
Sometimes those bouncing balls can be difficult. They can hit the turf, take a spin or a higher bounce than expected, but it's going to take a tough one to bounce over the head of Xander Heish. Good height back there, quality goalkeeper. Hasn't been tested tonight, but in the few moments that he's been asked to come up big, he has done so tonight.
All played into Guzman. Heavy first touch from him. Aguirre all the way back to Guzman. Ball drops. That's Huerta with a shot from distance, and that's blocked by Mikey Swartz. The ball played in to Andrew Swartz. Been very clinical on his passes tonight, as a foul now called there. That one's on number 12, and that's a yellow card. Number 12 is Christian Batina Chavez.
I don't think actually 12 got it. I think he was pointing back at the other. I think it might have. We'll see here on the replay. No.
Oh. No, it was the other player. You're right.
Yeah, he had pointed back. He had walked away from the challenge, but.
Well, good ball played into Bourdon. Now he slips.
Didn't get a number on that.
Otero, and now there's a foul being called there on Bathy Boy. Grant here, Western Michigan University has an indoor turf field with brown and gold alternating 10 yards increments. No fun to play. Hurts the eyes, and all the same make it a bouncy surface to play on. Oh, Mikey Swartz goes up. He goes down. Caceres gets no foul, says the referee. Bourdon goes in for as the energy starts to pick up here, maybe some intensity and physicality coming. Gotta love when someone commits to a hard foul and then runs away without looking at the ref to see the yellow card.
Yeah, as often is the case sometimes, players will feel that if they can sometimes get that challenge in and run away, the referee may not know who it was or forget about it. But our center referee tonight made no mistake about it, made sure he identified the correct player and issued the booking. Yeah, John, you just said right there before this ball went out of touch, the intensity and temperature of this match is starting to rise a little bit. Every tackle a little bit harder, and coming from that frustration of being down 3-0, and also the Nationals that hey, we're up 3-0, and we're not going to take these cheap shots, and we're not going to we're not going to take this extra physicality lightly. We're going to defend ourselves, and so this could be quite an interesting last 30 minutes here with some hard tackles and maybe some bookings.
You see now Andrew Swartz just kind of went in. It didn't really go up for that ball as Guzman went up, but my guess is Guzman doesn't like that too much, so we're going to keep an eye on that interaction here in the next couple of minutes. Swartz plays over the top for Steinwasser and then cleared out. A little extracurricular activity down there by Steinwasser as Aguirre threw him down. Toluso, that's a dangerous play. And you can just feel that intensity picking up.
Yeah, it's hard to describe sometimes. Job by Heisch there off his line, but sometimes you just have a sense and a feel for the way the energy on the field is, the way the communication is, the tackles. There's just a little bit of extra urgency and a little bit of extra intensity going on right now between the lines, and we're one challenge away from this game really escalating, regardless being 3-0, that could get real testy here going down the stretch.
Yeah, we saw that the first time we saw Alianza. Nothing really got out of hand, but we saw, as a matter of fact, the referee in that game is the referee in this one. And he did a good job of managing that game. And sometimes it just comes down to, as a referee, for example, which he's done a fairly good job tonight of just calling some of those trifling fouls that really don't mean a whole lot, but they slow the game down, which helps slow the temperature, bring the temperature down a little bit. But all it takes sometimes is just one hard tackle, one extracurricular thing, and just like right now with the ball being brought back, but we're only one moment away from some escalation, as you said here a moment ago.
Looks like Adrian Repke is going to check in here for the Nationals.
Toluso will step off.
Yeah, and I think to your point, sometimes managing those fouls between the 30s or 40s, those trifling fouls, they're important, and they're ones important that we don't miss as the officials, because those little ones start to add up, and those were sometimes where the frustration really builds from is sometimes those little fouls in midfield not getting called.
So you'll see Guzman steps off, and he was the one that's been a little bit involved in some of those maybe possible escalation moments. So head coach for Alianza may recognizing that and pulling him off, allowing someone else to come in with some fresh legs and maybe a fresh perspective.
Yeah, and at this point, if you're Alianza, trailing 3-0, you got to try to change things up a little bit, try to get a spark, bring in some fresh legs.
Question I want to ask you right now, the people watching this game, is if you had to pick a player of the game, who would it be? In this game, we've seen Steinwasser score a goal. We've seen Demero get the first one. We've seen Toluso get the penalty shot, right? But 3-0. Andrew Swartz has an assist. Steinwasser's been very, very dangerous. But if you had to pick someone right now, who would you pick? We'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Me and Steve, will pick the player of the game here for the Nationals at the end of this. But I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I think there's many guys to choose from here tonight. I think you might be a little surprised by my answer. Maybe not.
Swartz here will put this one in. Oh, a good little touch. Wow, that was a good touch there Was that Steinwasser?
Yeah, we'll have to see it again here.
It was.
Beautifully ball played in here from Schwartz. Steinwasser gets a touch, tries to put it near to the back post. Just a little bit wide, but a real good opportunity there for Nationals.
Oh, misplay there. It's Caceres. Boy will get to it. Grant Harrison says Steinwasser has been controlling the game. He's my pick. As Demro, good touch over the top for Steinwasser. He's got Bourdon here running down by the 6, puts it across and over his head and out for a throw-in.
Yeah, I would have to say, the impact Steinwasser has brought to this squad tonight, making his first appearance for us, witnessing him play here for the team, has been very instrumental in the reason that the Nationals are up 3-0. You see that opportunity there, just a little bit wide, but another dangerous opportunity from Nationals, and it starts with Steinwasser really being that focal point and that key cog tonight for the Nationals.
Now Huerta on this near side just gets by Bathy Boy down inside the 18. Shao there, and that'll be out for a goal kick. But no, I agree. If I had to pick up right now, just based on the overall context of this game and the body of work, I would say that the penalty shot, the first one, was a result of Steinwasser's work. A great ball in, obviously, by I believe it was Bathy Boy that played that ball in. But then he got a goal off that ball from Chow. Scored a goal. I mean, and again, just watching, we've been calling his name all night long and creating these opportunities. Based on right now, he's definitely in my in the wheelhouse for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You see a booking there for the Alianza player going. I believe that was number 15.
15
one of our substitutes.
Is Jefferson Portillo.
Yeah, Jefferson Portillo, you're going to see here off the goal kick.
With an elbow?
Just goes right through the back and pushes into the Nationals player, and then actually ended up going to his own teammate too. His foul there causing injury to his own teammate.
Played over the top. Hodgson comes in, and that's kicked up a mile in the air. What if our camera person fouled that ball up? It's a good idea, but broken up, and I'll go all the way back. '67th minute, 3-0 still to score. All 3 goals coming in the first half. You're watching live soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Bask. I'm Jonathan Turner. UPSL match here this Wednesday evening. Nationals currently sit in 8th in the table, while Alianza FC sit in 4th. Mentioned here at the beginning of this one that only a few points separate these teams in regards to their places in the standings. So tonight a 3-point shot. 3 points will be big for the Nationals in their quest to get in that top 6 for the playoffs. Ball comes across, and I believe Bourdon will run onto this.
During that brief break there, we had substitution for Nationals. Looked like Drew Tappan checking in, placing number 3, Mike Schwartz.
That's right, so Drew Tappan stepping into a center back role. Mikey Schwartz just getting back from injury that he got in the Cedars FC game here back a few weeks ago. See a picture there of Alex Demro. He's got the first goal of the game here tonight, the first goal these Nationals have had in 4 games. He was our player of the game back in game 2 against Inter Detroit in that 1-1 tie. He had the assist to Angelo Zambelli, and the workhorse that he has been all night long and all season long here for the Nationals. Well, Moses clinical player. Very dangerous technically for Alianza FC. Just hasn't been able to really find that open space where he can be really dangerous as he knocks one off his own player right in the face. I believe that's Chavez. And now here come the Nationals and Hodgson to Steinwasser. Good little move from him. Steinwasser pokes it in for goal number 4. And I believe something's going on here. I don't know if it's a foul or did they give it to him?
I'm unsure.
Very anticlimactic.
I think he pointed for a good goal. I think he was just checking in.
So that's goal number 4. And again, good move from Steinwasser.
Yeah, excellent little touch there in tight space. Yeah, a beautiful ball there from Steinwasser. And I believe what happened was the referee had cautioned the defender after the goal. And I think it was for the challenge coming in. He came in with his studs up. Obviously, the referee giving the advantage and giving the goal, but he came back and did book the defender there from Alianza. And I think right there, that's a very unique time to see a booking, John. But I think that was more a game control booking right there to say, hey, I know that you see that it was going to be a goal, but I'm gonna address this right now. We're not going to let that type of contact happen because with 20-plus minutes here, things could get real dangerous if those type of tackles are going to start happening. And you're going to see that frustration build here in this last 20 minutes. Every foul is going to be contested, so it's going to be on that center referee to make sure he's on top of these things and try to squash anything out before it becomes too big of a problem.
Huerta, now comes Haitian. I believe that assist came in, I want to say it's from Bourdon. But I don't have that. I don't know if you saw that.
I did not. Not positive on that. We'd have to run that back. But yeah, it was 12. Actually, it was Hodgson. Yep. Hodgson finding Steinwasser there, and beautifully just played with it outside of the foot and great control from Steinwasser. That lovely touch that he took right around the defender into the space towards goal. Really in a tight area, and just able to get a toe poke on it as Jimenez came sliding out.
Ball at the top. You say they cleared it out. It's still in the area. Steinwasser collects it, finds Hodgson back over the top, and that one just goes wide of the goal as the Nationals continue to press here in this 72nd minute.
And we talked about it, if they were going to sit back and be happy with that 3-0 lead and find ways to just defend and see the game in front of them. But that's not the case. They've come out still on that front foot, trying to find more goals. They finally found the 4th. I've had plenty of opportunities to push it beyond 4, and I don't see Coach Rick Larson taking his foot off the gas here anytime soon in these last 18 minutes.
So 24 comes in for Steinwasser. I believe 4 stepped in as well.
Brendan Martin for the Nationals.
Brendan
24?
Martin, first time we've called his name this season, and Zabeth Wilson will step in, and I believe Bathy Boy will come off.
Yeah, looks like we have a goalkeeper warming up down two. We might have a goalkeeper change here as well sometime the second half. There's a bad challenge again right through the midfield, right through the back of Chow.
Keep in mind that each side only gets 7 subs in this one. Once a sub comes off, they're done for the night. That's the one thing in regards to this level, that in a game like this, you want to use your subs wisely because you don't want to have players get hurt. You want them to be able to play again here, see another day.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the risk in this type of game and environment when a game can get out of control and those tackles become a little harder, you start to worry about player safety.
Demmer out to Hodgson there on that far side. He's got Bourdon on the near side here that's going to go out for a corner kick. But they're 6-1 on the night.
6-1 on the night. Nationals been active in that attacking third. Creating chances in the shots that they haven't got on goal. They have won some corners, and they've been dangerous off those corners. Finding many opportunities in on goal off these set pieces. And here comes another one.
Ball comes in, and it's going to go everybody. Now Huerta will pick this up, and here come Alianza FC. That's Caceres back out to Huerta. And it's too much on that one. And as Neil Rule will say, a little bit too much mustard on that hot dog.
Or that corn dog.
Or that corn dog. Good job. I like that. I like it. That means a little bit too much heat.
That was for you, Mr. Harrison.
Preserve the lead and get out of here without any injuries is what Grant Harrison says. And I do agree, but while you're preserving the lead, get some more. That confidence is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think the Nationals are in any position to just sit back and rest on a lead. Any chance they can get to find some momentum and find some offensive creativity would be huge for them moving forward.
Will Toro will pick this up now for Allianz FC here towards midfield. It's a good switch from him. Oh, and Hodgson comes in and wins this because that thing hung up there for like an hour. Ball comes across into Villatoro and almost given away. Cheers, 10 out of 10, used to the corn dog. See, there we go.
I got you, Grant.
As we will have a goalkeeper change here, as Xander had a terrible night, right?
Yeah.
Didn't do anything.
Wasn't tested much tonight, but in the one or two up moments where he was called upon, came up with a big save in the first half. Just down to his right, maybe getting caught going in one direction. It was a good save to keep this game, keep their shutout going. But a good night for the back line from Nationals.
Demeraux keeps fighting hard here, down to the end line, inside the 18 towards Swartz, and that goes just wide.
Beautiful ball in from Demeraux. Swartz, squares himself up. It was good technique here. Ball gets clipped in. He sees it, positions his body, tries to whip the header to the far bar, and just puts it a little wide.
If you have another word for us to use, we've got just about 14 minutes to go on this one. We'll try to find a way to add that one in. I really teed that up really nicely for you there, Steve.
You did. I have to give you the assist on that one.
It's a good win by Brendan Martin as now Demeraux finds Bourdon. And that's going to go, yeah, that's going to hurt. We just saw that a few moments ago from Demeraux. Yeah, shake it off, as Taylor Swift would say.
Yeah, doing about everything you can at this point. Just give him some time and space. And
I don't think that's how it works.
let him recover on his own time here. As been there, felt that. No fun.
So corner kick coming up here, the 7th of the game here for the Nationals. Been very dangerous on corners. This one goes in the mix. It's going to bounce around and now cleared out. David Wilson will play this up the line for Demeraux, and he'll go down and go out for a goal kick.
Coming up on the last 12 minutes here, John. Think we see another goal?
I do. They continue to press. I mean, we've seen opportunity after opportunity. It's been unrelenting. Jimenez has been big tonight. I think he's got, 7, 8 saves?
Yeah, he's had a big night.
Yeah, his ball's played over the top. It's Xander Shaw. Out comes Burlack. Elijah Burlack, the first opportunity tonight for him to get a touch on this one. This ball played up and over, and they got a touch. I think that's intended for Cam Cryer. If you're just joining us here, 4-0 in this one as the Nationals in command of this one over Alianza FC. 3 goals in the first half, 1 here in the second, and that's where things stand. Got a big weekend coming up here on the network. Friday night, we got Jaguars taking on Cap City at Walled Lake. And then on Saturday, we're out at Madonna University as Livonia City takes on Atletico GLD in UWS action.
You down with GLD?
I am.
Oh, yeah, you know me.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
We're getting near the end of the game.
And
it is that time, John.
His jokes are
quickly fading.
That was a dad joke, by the way. That's clearly a dad joke. You haven't a dad yet, so you got a dog.
Yeah.
You're a proud owner of a dog, so I mean.
Dog, dad. There it is. That was a tongue twister.
And then on Sunday, we're out live at the Canton Cup. 4 games at 1 o'clock. 2:35, 4:10, and 5:40. 4 finals actions. This ball is intercepted. Bourdon brings it down. In comes Aguirre. And then intercepted, and that's Chavez over the top. And
he'd have been offsides there if he had kept his run going. It's a good step there from the back line of the Nationals to recognize where those attackers were, understand when that ball was going to be played, and as a group they stepped nicely to create what would have been an offside situation.
Now here come Alianza, like a shot from distance possibly, and that's going to go right in the arms of Burlack. Rolls it out immediately to the near side right back, Zabeth Wilson. '81st minute. We're watching live soccer here, Michigan Soccer Network. We're at Monsignor Molesky Field here on the campus of Orchard Lake St. Mary's Prep High School in Orchard Lake, Michigan. Is Bourdon now inside the 18, shot coming, blocked, and now out here for a throw-in on the near side.
Relentless attack from the Nationals tonight. There may only be 10 minutes to go. They may be up 4-0, but they have not stopped hunting for more goals. As we see here, as Bourdon just nice little step over, creates some space, but shot gets blocked. But the continuous offensive threats tonight from the Nationals have been nice to see, and good to see that they've also paid off in resulting in 4 goals.
Oh, it's thrown in. It's kind of bouncing around inside. Oops, sorry.
It's okay. Pulling my ear off.
That's what you get for those bad jokes.
Had it coming, didn't
I? Yeah, you did. This will be thrown in by Zabeth Wilson here on this near side, just past those Nike soccer tents. Swartz with a shot, and that's going to go wide, but a good idea from him on that half volley.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity right off the throw-in, and takes advantage of the half volley bouncing ball effort here. He finds Swartz right into the midfield, and Swartz, it's a good opportunity to go to goal there. I think that type of opportunity that early in the season, I think is a ball that, I don't know if Swartz looks to go to goal. Maybe he finds a teammate. The Nationals were getting very pass happy in some of those early games, trying to find that perfect ball to find their teammate. And you could tell that the mission to go direct and be more direct tonight, it has definitely sunk in with the boys.
Well, good ball to the top end for Huerta. Out comes Burlack and clears that out. His real first test of the night.
Yeah, and that one comes by way of his feet as he's forced to be quick off his line. Ball out of the box, but he gets a foot to it and a nice clear and diffuses the threat from Alianza.
Moses will collect this and finds Aguirre here on the near side. He's got Caceres there and then goes over everyone. But Moses comes in and then cleared out for a throw-in for Alianza FC. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you click that bell. That way you're notified every time we go live. As Villatoro will play this into Huerta, and out comes Burlack. Can't collect, then collects it. rebound then collection from him, and turns away that dangerous opportunity for Alianza FC here in the 84th minute.
Yeah, it was a nice lofted ball in up over the top. Burlak comes out, gets a hand on it, but doesn't secure it. Rebound thankfully falls right back into his hands as he secures and preserves the shutout so far.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Burlak. We haven't seen Burlak at all this season. So he's coming in cold, hasn't had any action, and as we've talked, me and you as goalkeepers, I never really came in off the bench for this week. I always tend to start.
You were the starter.
I was the starter, so I can't really say how it's like to be cold.
Hey,
but
woo!
Or I just didn't
Sound
play.
the alarm.
Or I just didn't play.
Your
right?
words, not mine. No, but I mean, to your point, 100%. It's not easy to come into a game where you haven't been playing in the game or haven't been playing in within the season, and to have to jump into action. You can take all the shots you want in practice and warm-ups, but it's just not the same as getting out there and playing at game speed and game action. And so it's good tonight, because heaven forbid something does happen in the season, with small injuries, cautions, red cards, those things happen, that you have to have a reliable backup goalkeeper, and getting him meaningful minutes in a situation like this is huge for them.
That it is Alianza looking here to find any kind of a consolation goal at this point. 85th minute. I don't expect much stoppage time in this one.
Can't imagine we'll see too much stoppage here.
We'll give a shout out to our broadcast team, Alex Westfall, our director here this evening, and Fisher on our audio mixer, Chase Kaufman on instant replay. I'm not sure of our 3 cameramen, operators. Sorry.
They have names, Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Oh, boy. Well, either way, a shout out to the Three Stooges. This ball is played in. Again, the best broadcast team in the business Rob Sarna, Alex Mayer, and Kyle Buchanan are our 3 operators. Not what Steve said, Larry, Moe, and Curly. But thank you very much for that. Chad Bush helping out here tonight.
We lost Chad.
With all that construction work that was going on behind the scenes to start this game. He'll do just about anything. He'll bring the food. He'll pull out the hard hat and the jackhammer. Here's an opportunity right here for Alianza, but broken up, and now Swartz will clear this up. Brendan Martin will try to get it, and this game's settled down. It seems now at this point the Nationals are content with a 4-0 win. We'll sit back a little bit more, let Alianza kind of come to them a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the time to learn how to close games out, regardless of the 4-0 advantage. Get out of here without any injuries, without any stupid fouls, any silly decisions here late in the game. Just find a way to keep possession as much as possible. See the game out in front of you. Hopefully don't concede a meaningless goal, and walk out of here with 3 points and a 4-0 victory.
That's right. 88th minute. Just 2 minutes to go here in this one. Closing this game. We'll take a break, come back, talk some stats. We'll ask for our player of the game to join us up here in the press box. And we'll send you out of here. McGuire. Start off as a center back here tonight, and now he's out playing left back as Ramon Moses plays this far side and then comes back in, and a deflection there. This is Guzman, and a little shot there, and Burlak comes up, makes the save. And that was Chavez.
Good job for Burlak here. See that bouncing ball, get his feet set. Ball kind of gets shot through a screen of players, but he's able to hold on to it.
Waiting for balls to be thrown onto the field. It's interesting to watch from game to game to game, you know, just the different types of things that make a game go more smoothly, right?
Yep.
And some teams have it and others teams don't. And keeping in mind that this game was really supposed to be played at Oakland University, and last minute there were some changes, so we were back here. So that plays a role in some of the personnel that you might have otherwise, because Oakland University is about 20 minutes or so, you know, to the east of us. And it's not, this is, I mean, when we say 20 minutes to the east of us, it's 20 minutes to Oakland, but for where most of these players might be coming from, it might even be much further for them to get here, and the personnel needed to maybe play this game, Steve. So I know it's closer for you.
Yeah, I didn't mind one bit, but yeah, no, sometimes the logistics can change, and so it seems to be we were short some ball people tonight, and maybe some game day staff, but you know what, I think the Nationals will take it. You know, if this was the case and the outcome of the remaining games left in their season, they'd take it all day.
Well, shot from Moses, and that's up and over. Sam Fisher's on his game tonight with that scoreboard, man. Just really getting over there. I mean, he jumps up every time there's a goal scored. I mean,
Fish has been on top of it.
Fish has been on top of it. So much so that you're like, dude, back away from the control.
I got it, dude. I got it. No.
No, you're good, man. I was just messing with you. I think you're great. I can't speak for what Alex says, but I think you're fantastic.
Fish is just trying to make the team better. Oh,
look at this. This is Brendan Martin. Out comes Jimenez. And
good challenge from Jimenez, forcing the wide touch from Martin. Jimenez has been off his line many times tonight, forcing some quick shots.
Swartz, some good individual effort from him inside the box. Shot coming. And that goes out for a goal kick. We're in the 90th minute now, and surely you're going to be wrapping things up here momentarily.
I can't imagine there'll be too much left, as we saw some nifty footwork there. Shot just wide. Some nice individual footwork there from the Nationals. As we look forward to 3 points here for the Nationals, finding a way to flip the script, to bounce back after some results that just have not gone their way. Finding ways to break through, get on the score sheets 4 times tonight. John, what was the big thing tonight that you can take away with what turned the Nationals' fortune around?
It's a great question, as that's going to do it here for this. The final score 4-0. I'll answer that question when we come back here from break. But the Nationals find a way to get a win here. They were unsuccessful in winning in their last 5 games, and found a way here tonight to pull this one off. 4-0 the final. 3 goals in the first, 1 here in the second. You've been watching live soccer, Michigan Soccer Network. We'll be back here for more action. Other side of the break. Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
Hey moms and dads, are you looking for a program to keep your toddler active this winter? Kickstart Toddler Soccer is the perfect cure for the winter blues. And now you can find us at the amazing Legacy 925 Center, located in the heart of Oxford, Michigan. Check us out at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com and come play with us today.
What I could tell right off the start was that they were really about the player. And I just got out of high school, so I was using BB Corps bats for the past 3 or 4 years. When y'all came to me, took my advice, trying to figure out what we wanted, what I learned in high school about bats, and what I wish I had, it's really cool to be a part of. I can't remember the last time that I hit balls that far with the BB Corps bat or as hard. Definitely the best BB Corps bat I've ever swung in my life. And I've swung plenty of BB Corps bats. The numbers can prove it too, because the numbers that I was getting on my exit velos and the distance, I really didn't get close to that in some of the other BB Corps bats. Yeah, just overall, it's been really fun. Know that you were a part of it and that a lot of kids are going to love to use it. Yeah, super excited.
Welcome back here into Orchard Lake St. Mary's High School, Monsignor Molesky Field. The Nationals with a 4-0 win, commanding win for them. Their first win here since their first game back on April 20th. Actually right here at this field. 4-0 the score. A really, really good game for them. And Steve, you asked me a question before the break.
Yeah, it was just, what did you think was a real difference maker tonight, and which turned the fortunes around for the Nationals?
To be honest with you, we're going to bring that person in here. I really think that Alex Steinwasser, who was our player of the game tonight, Alex Steinwasser really, really was a defining moment and an integral part of this team's offense tonight. He was all over the field, and that's one of the reasons why we're going to have him up here as player of the game. But he was the difference maker for us. As you can see now here, just looking at that ball, and this is the PK, right? Actually, that's his first goal. I apologize.
Yeah, the lovely ball in from Chow. Alex composed, recognized the goalkeeper was out, used the inside of his foot, clips it over the top, and finds the back of the net for goal number 1 for him tonight. Later in the match, he was also able to find a ball in from Hodgson with a nifty little touch, slips it past the goalkeeper for goal number 4, and secures the victory and the 3 points for the Nationals tonight. All right, and we're joined now here in studio with our player of the game, Alex Steinwasser. Alex, congratulations.
Thank you.
A 4-0 victory tonight, 2 goals. You were active and involved early on in the attack. What was the message going into tonight, and how you guys were going to try to attack this Alianza squad?
Before the game, the coach said, Rick Larson said that we're struggling to score goals, needed to score, and, we came out. We had a few changes in the first half, put them away, and I think that set the tone for the rest of the match. 2 pens in the first half. Creating chances. We created chances the whole game, and it was a good team performance.
Yeah, we talked about that. The first penalty was set up by a ball in over the top to you, where you got into the box and recognized that you had a defender on your back. He goes through the back. Unfortunately, you guys don't convert there, but you guys didn't stop continuing to bring pressure. And your first goal. Let's talk about that. A lovely ball over the top to you. A good job collecting that ball. Did what did you see there with the goalkeeper out? When did you recognize he was out that you knew you could kind of just chip him and go up and over the top?
As soon as the ball was played over, I took a check, looked over my left shoulder, and saw the defender he wasn't right on me. He was a bit away, and then I saw the goalkeeper as well, and he was outside the 18 at the time. So as soon as the ball took a bounce, I checked again and saw the defender wasn't close enough to get there, and the goalie was still 10 yards outside the goal. And then I just thought, why not go for it? And going in.
Absolutely. Beautiful skill there for the first goal. And on that second goal, Hodgson finds you on a beautifully slipped ball in. A great run by you. To have that composure, to take that extra touch there on the inside, what were you thinking there in that space, with those defenders collapsing out on you, goalkeeper coming out?
Originally, I wanted to take that touch in and hit it with my left, but it was kind of too big. And, in the end, still got there. But took the touch inside and then just tried to get a little touch on it, get it past the defender and goalkeeper. And
well, worked out great for you tonight. 2 goals, 3 points. Hopefully you guys can use this win as a stepping stone to climb back up the table and turn this season around and make a push to the playoffs.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
That was your player of the game, and Alex Steinwasser, 2 goals on the evening with that penalty shot opportunity for Toulouse in the first couple minutes of this one, 4th minute in the game. An overall great game here for the Nationals. A great response to some of their shortcomings here in the last 5 games for them.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the type of game they needed, type of game that I'm sure the coaching staff was excited to see out of this bunch. A way to turn it around, a way to get 3 points, but also not just get 1 goal or 2. Put 4 in the back of the net, build some momentum, build some confidence, and use this as a momentum going into the next match.
No question about it. Hey, that will do it for us here at Orchard Lake St. Mary's High School. A great game for the Nationals. They now add 3 more points and move up the table, hopefully, here in this one. I want to say thank you to our broadcast team, the best broadcast team in the business. Alongside my broadcast partner, Steve Best, my name's Jonathan Turner. We will see you next time on Friday night at Walled Lake as the Jaguars take on Cap City. Until next time, keep it real.